Come on, dude. Fucking answer.
He's got stage fright now.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm not a doctor, but was that a bong rip? Bong rip?
But I think that I'll take 2 of those. Call me in the morning.
This segment is called Fine Herb. Welcome to the Claudius Network show, you know?
Claudius Network, yay.
Today we have the lovely Nadia Jimenez with us. And good old Frank.
Hi. Hi.
We're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about mostly marijuana in general. You know. Let's start with, we're going to talk about, the informative side to it, the medical side, the rec side. Now that, in our state, Arizona is now somewhat legal. Somewhat legal.
Somewhat legal, and I'm still not clear as to, what rec patients are getting or what they're paying.
Right.
It's kind of still confusing me, so I'm sure a lot of people out there are going to be asking the same stuff.
Right, and from what Nadia was telling me, I haven't seen it either, but it's busier. There's long lines. What is it? Tell me. I have no idea.
There's been neighborhoods, complaining about certain dispos that are in the area.
Overflow parking.
Just crowded, a lot of traffic, and it's starting some unnecessary blockage to people's driveways and such. So they're complaining now, and it's becoming like a city awareness of hey, what is really going on? But people are running to the dispo to purchase this recreational, cannabis, and
wow. Yeah.
Not to mention getting taxed.
Oh yeah, that. So it's
very.
It's
nicely.
a high price. That's the high price.
But
cost of our desires. So yeah.
But they're not really getting, I feel like, the quality that, they're paying for is what I'm saying. So that's kind of...
Yeah. So yeah, that's another fact that I had heard, that...
the 20%.
About, 20%. That's all that rec consumers are getting, right? You can't...
I just heard recently, they can get the other stuff, they're just paying way more for it.
So they can get any product in the store, they just have to pay a higher tax.
That's what I'm not clear of, because I thought that was, it made sense. It's rec weed, not medical, not medicinal. The quality is going to be inferior, not inferior, but it's not, the potency is not going to be there.
Okay.
And so they're going to pay a lot more. Whereas if you have your medical card, you're paying, nothing changes really.
Patient prices, okay, yeah, and you take
higher quality products, higher testing.
And you take advantage of the specials, of discounts and credits and all that. Yeah, right.
Good stuff.
Okay, all right, yeah, and if anyone watching also, knows and has any information, you're more than welcome to put your comments down below. And
The questions are getting harder, or I'm getting more stoned. I don't know.
Oh, well, that's where we're going to ask you, where do you vacation? Where do you summer?
Where do you summer?
The Galapagos. It's fun this time of year. A little humid. The turtles.
So now that it's rec, and people can buy it from wherever. When I say it's some sort of legal. There's some sort of legality to it, whatever. But it's but like if you buy it somewhere outside of a store or outside of a dispensary, it's still illegal, right? It's still illegal to buy it at a cornerstone, right? Or
the guy on the street,
or a guy on the street, the
your
good old ice cream man, sugar man, whatever. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean, someone's paying for a recreational license to sell the recreational weed, so.
Right.
Essentially.
But everyone's gonna be growing at home soon at the same
or
time.
is allowed to anyway.
Your 6 plants at home per person.
Right. And in this case, if you know how to grow, you're definitely gonna grow a better quality than 20%.
We all know somebody that says, "Hey man, I grew some bomb ass shit out of my closet." Or something. Like, okay, cool. Can you do it times? People are gonna get better too. You're gonna have some people growing some booth, and then they'll read their books, watch their videos, and buy some lights and make their adjustments, and then you're gonna see people growing some really good stuff pretty soon. I think.
I agree.
It won't take long.
I agree. We all have the ability to grow some good stuff.
Yeah,
You just gotta give it some love and care.
And by now we've been medical since 2012, so there's been a lot of growers that have worked here and there, I'm sure, and they're sharing knowledge, I'm sure already. Their family, their friends, I got people asking for seeds and stuff.
Yeah. Giving tips.
Yeah.
That's
what
amazing.
kind of water and
Yeah, that's awesome. Because if we all just, started that, even just growing your own like vegetables and your own, fruit.
It's the
just
same rules
food,
apply.
yeah,
You don't want to give your vegetables like bad
Exactly, it's all that love.
bug
that
spray
comes with
or
it.
hard water, and then you want to be
I agree.
So even let's say even if you like you grow some bud to just have it as a plant, not even with the intention of like, oh, I'm gonna grow this shit and I'm gonna get a pound out of it, and like just even like growing it as a house plant, would be nice, to have a weed plant,
Right.
Well, you gotta, do you care if it's male and if it's gonna pop pollen sacs, or
Right.
some people
Right.
are gonna smoke males? I mean, that's gonna happen.
You said you Sundays you use it to cook for your parents.
Yeah, he cooks for his dad every Sunday.
My father, that's where I got my amazing hair. No, I did. Yeah, excuse me, I'll stop me walking. Yeah, I cook for my parents every Sunday. They usually come up with what we're gonna eat, and I go up there and cook. Yeah, but I go up there every Sunday, hang out with my dad. I think it was kind of like a pecan pie crusted salmon. Sounds kind of weird, but it took. Actually, it was. We didn't have any pecans, so I used cashews. But cashews, and you marinate it, and it sounds kind of weird. Soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, bourbon, and brown sugar, and you make this little glaze, marinade. And then you roast it while you reduce the marinade down, so you can boil out, get it like into a glaze, and you keep basting the salmon while it roasts. And then I serve that with cashew, ginger, jasmine rice, and some sort of vegetable, and I can't remember. I think I made smashed Brussels sprouts. But yeah, I don't know. I just I love food. But yeah, I would love to do medicated like that. Like I said, bon appetit style meals. But then again, I'm not a chef, so I wouldn't know how to do that on scale. I can just create the recipes, I guess.
I love that you have the ability to tell which is male and female when it comes to a plant. Like that's amazing to me. I wouldn't personally be able to know, so I think that's really cool when you're able to determine the difference. And
I think it's just gotta train on it.
right, I'm sure. That's just awesome.
And it's important too, because you don't want pollen all over the neighborhood, and there you are trying to grow your stuff in your little hoop house, or
Right.
that was the big issue with hemp when they were trying to grow all these hemp farms around here.
Mm-hmm.
Like the pollen in the air, would eventually come over and drop onto like your
To the crop.
your outdoor crops, your wheat crops, yeah, because they could pollinate.
So yeah, and like so now that you how long have you been in the business?
What was that?
Like as like a grower, or like
I would
a whole of the
I'd consider
the whole-
myself still like in apprentice training. I don't want to say grower, but repetition. I've done a lot of stuff a billion times, see it in my sleep, and you learn pretty quick what works and what doesn't work. I'm going into my second year of learning this stuff, and I started in the business in 2014 as I got hired doing security at a dispensary in Benson, and it turned into management, and I did that for a year, learning bud tending and checking in people and bagging our product and jarring it up, putting it in the shelves, and all this stuff like that, dealing with vendors. And then after that time, I spent some time at a big grow doing security again, but then I'm in and out of all these facilities, and I'm seeing the harvest, I'm seeing the lab, I'm seeing it, and how we were talking when I got here about how the universe works and all these ways, everything all came together when I got on with
The
this,
connection.
with this, well, everything that I seen.
Came together.
Now I'm doing a lot of it now. I
So
think
it came to life. That's
it's
awesome.
pretty cool, and again, I started with this job doing security for a while, and then I started at the grow, filling pots, moving dirt, and it turned into, like, I came inside and started watering, feeding plants, and taking care of them now, doing the harvest and all the grower stuff.
Right. So even
That's awesome.
even so even you're saying you have a few years experience, and I can vouch for that absolutely. Even then, it takes all this dedication, treacherous work. It's not like
More learning,
Right, yeah, and it's not
it
like-
doesn't stop. People
Right.
have their own set ways, and they stop their learning at that. I like to do my plants this way, this way, this way.
They're not open to other ideas.
They might be, some people can change and add stuff, take stuff out, but
Do you feel like it's like you have to have like a green thumb per se? Like not everybody can cultivate and grow and.
I mean, if we're talking on a rec level, 6 plants, people can manage 6 plants. I would hope.
Most people.
Well, yeah, you can figure out I overwatered or I underwatered, or I put the plants in light, and it's just that kind of stuff.
I heard that.
Take certain leaves off at certain times.
I heard if you like sing to them or talk to them, it actually helps them. Is that true? Have you found that to be true?
I don't know. I always say, "Good morning, ladies," when I
Is
open
it?
up.
That's awesome.
I talk to them. I'm goofy though.
Well, because essentially they're live things, right? Like their plants, they're life, they're growing, they're breathing, and they've got energy. So essentially, you speaking to them is you just transferring that energy of like, hey guys, how are you? I appreciate that
when
you're
they're
here.
fed and they're sticking up like that, that's when I
That's
know they're good
awesome.
and they're happy.
That's
They'll
dope.
let you know when they're thirsty. They'll let you know when they're overfed. They talk.
I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah, but most people should be able to, on a rec level, be able to grow their plants. We're getting to that point of the year where we're gonna have that 12 and 12 light. The sun's gonna start coming up at 6, and then a month later at 5, and people should pop their seeds like around that time, and then just use that natural sun, and even the nighttime air will be good. Only thing I could recommend, watch out for birds and rabbits and bugs. They'll tear your plants up. They'll tear your plants up.
Oh, your grasshoppers.
Yeah,
or,
if you're gonna be doing outdoor, you might want to cage it up somehow, and just maybe like a chicken wire dome or something like that.
And then the occasional fucking stoner that, you know, wants to steal your shit. Yeah. Yeah.
Depending where, you know, what side of town you're on. Who knows, your neighbor's kid.
Yeah, you know.
Even actually like this, Claude, I do kind of a simple version of the Feast of the Seven Fishes, the Italian for
Oh, yeah.
Christmas Eve. I usually do like a mussel appetizer, and then I do like a mussel appetizer, and then like a grilled shrimp or something like that, and then I do like a 5 or 6, like a cioppino kind of thing.
Okay.
5 or 6 different
Make meals.
fishes into a seafood, so we don't have to. I mean, because we're a small family, so
Yeah.
you know, we can't really have the Italian spread of 7 seafood courses. Maybe at Christmas they do short ribs. I don't know. I'm going off on a tangent. It's crazy. It's weird. Being wired. Interweb. Scary. Alright, guys. We have a good one. I'm going to get ready and go cook.
All right,
All right, man.
Take it
See
easy.
you soon.
Alright, guys. Peace.
Later.
Rise back.